Hey, welcome to the Weekly Wave. You ever feel like life is that one friend who keeps changing their plans last minute? Like one day everything is normal, you got your routine going, you're feeling good, and then life just busts through the door like, surprise, everything's fine now, like the Kool-Aid Man. No warning, no consultation, just pure, unfiltered, figure it out. What do? We panic, we resist, we start mentally bargaining with the universe like, okay, hear me out. What if we just pretend this didn't happen? But here's a spoiler alert, that never works. So today we're going to talk about change, why it terrifies us, why it's actually kind of amazing, and how to deal with it without losing your mind. Think of this as your unofficial survival guide for when life decides to hit shuffle on your never-ending playlist. Because, trust me, avoiding change, that's like refusing a software update because you're scared your phone is going to look different. At some point, the old version is just going to stop working. So here's the truth about change. Why we hate it, but ultimately need it. Change sucks at first. I don't care how evolved you are, how many self-help books you've read, or how much yoga you do in the mornings. When life drops unexpected change in your lap, your first instinct is to reject it like a bad Wi-Fi connection. It's not because we're dramatic. Yeah, okay, sometimes it's because we are dramatic. It's because our brains are wired for certainty. See, back in the caveman days, change was bad. If your environment suddenly shifted, it usually meant something terrible, like, hey, the river dried up. Now we have to relocate or die. Kind of terrible. So, over time, our brains got really good at associating change with danger. So fast forward to today, and even though we're not running from saber-toothed tigers anymore, our brains will still freak out every time something shifts. New job? Oh, that's scary. Moving to a new city? Yeah, that's kind of terrifying. That feeling when Netflix moves your favorite show to another platform is absolute chaos. But here's the thing. Change is literally the reason anything good ever happens. Just think about that. Every single amazing thing in your life, at some point or another, it was new. It was unfamiliar. It was something you had to adjust to. But now, you love it. That best friend that you can't live without, they were once a complete stranger or even an enemy. That job that pays your bills on a daily basis, there was a time you had no idea what you were doing in that role. Or even that hobby you're obsessed with. There was a day that you tried it for the first time and were probably really bad at it. What's the pattern? Every good thing starts as a change you were probably scared of. So here's how life forces change on you, whether you like it or not. Just a fun little secret. Change doesn't care about your comfort zone necessarily. Sometimes we choose change, like deciding to start a business, move somewhere new, or to finally cut off that toxic situationship. And other times, change chooses us. And that's the kind of change that really messes us up. The layoff, the breakup, the unexpected plot twist where life hands you a script that you did not rehearse for or even think was possible. And when that happens, naturally we panic. We try to hold on to what was. We resist it. We complain about it. We cry about it in our group chat. We act like just life personally attacked us. But let's be real, some of the biggest glow-ups happen right after life throws you into a crisis. How many times have you heard someone say, losing that job was the best thing that ever happened to me? Or, that breakup made me realize that I deserve better. At first, those situations feel like the end of the world. But if you look back on it, they were just a redirection to something way better. So maybe, just maybe, when life flips everything upside down, it's not necessarily punishing you, it's just positioning you. Now, how do you not completely lose it when change happens? So we know change is necessary, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily easy. So how do you actually deal with it without spiraling into existential dread? First, you got to accept that your old plan or your old perfect way is dead. Mourn it if you need to. Have a little funeral for the plan you thought was going to happen. Light a candle. Play some sad music for yourself. But then you just got to let it go. Because holding on to the old plan while life is pushing you in a new direction is like refusing to get out of a taxi even though it's taking you to the wrong address. Second, you gotta stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what is this teaching me? Here's the key. The way you frame change determines how you experience it. If you keep thinking, this is the worst thing ever, guess what? Your brain will find evidence to support that naturally. But if you ask, what can I learn from this instead? You shift from victim mode to growth mode. And that is very powerful. Third, you gotta shrink the change down. Most of the time, change feels overwhelming because we look at the whole picture instead of breaking it down. Just got a new job? Focused on just getting through the first day, the first week. Moving to a new city. Just go out and explore your neighborhood first. And if you're starting all over, just take it one step at a time. You don't have to have everything figured out. You just gotta take the next step. And fourth, remember, you have done this before. This isn't the first time life necessarily threw you a curveball. And guess what? You survived every single one until this point. That thing you thought you'd never get over, well, you actually did. Or even that situation that at the time felt really impossible. You just eventually figured it out, right? That season of life that just really felt like chaos, well, you came out stronger, didn't you? So whatever change you're facing now, you will get through it. And one day, you'll look back and realize it wasn't ruining your life. It was just remaking it. So why should you embrace chaos? Look, I get it. Change is weird. It's uncomfortable. It makes you question everything and everyone around you. But staying the same and staying complacent, that's the real danger. Because the people who live the most fulfilling lives are the ones who didn't let the fear of change keep them stuck. They leaned in. They took the risk. They let life remix their plans and ended up with something way better than they could have ever planned for themselves. So maybe instead of fearing change, we should start welcoming it with open arms. Because if life is going to keep throwing surprises our way, we might as well start rolling with the punches. Now, if you made it this far in the video, congrats. You just embraced the change of watching a long video, which is rare for Gen Z, or just even anyone at this point. So hit the like button, drop a comment, and let me know what's a change in your life that turned out to be a blessing in disguise. Now, go embrace some change, or at least don't fight it too hard. Thank you so much for listening.